Talking with UAB offensive line coach John Peterson. Coach, glad to have you here with us at BlazerTV.com, taking a little time out of your day to talk with us and introducing you to the fan base a little bit. And I was looking at your bio, and you All-American in high school, so you had quite the standout prep career and went on to Ohio State for 4 years. Talk a little bit about your playing days. Well,
I was very blessed to be around a lot of great coaches and great people who influenced my life in the game of football. And so after fortunate, great high school career and blessed with a lot of accolades, I had the opportunity to go to Ohio State State School and had an interesting career where had the ups and downs of college football as far as injuries. So the adversity of being at the top and then being injured and having to come back a few times in my college career, really impacted me in a lot of different ways as far as what I wanted to do and how I coach and how I teach, and so through all the experiences as a player, helped me tremendous.
And obviously, after your playing career, you ended up coaching at Ohio State under Jim Tressel, and you guys have had quite a run over the last few years. A lot of success. Just talk about working under Jim a little bit and just what it was like during that run, winning national championships, BCS bowls. Really good run.
Well, I was very fortunate to have the opportunity to go back to my alma mater and work for a coach like Coach Tressel, and who had so much long success at Youngstown State at 1AA, and then was at Ohio State for those years. And it's just like any coach that has a longevity of winning, they must be doing something right. And so you really study their day-to-day operations, and I always felt when I was around Coach Tress, I was kind of like at the Harvard of football. You're always learning something every day from his experiences and teaching ability.
Looking at UAB, you come in here as the offensive line coach this year, and obviously Coach McGee's trying to take this program the next step, try to get it really established in Conference USA. All the winning and success you've had, how does that translate when you're talking to these 18, 19-year-old kids and teaching them how you learned to win at Ohio State?
Well, I think the key element is understanding the process of being the best you can be. And at the end of the day, when you're coaching and teaching, no matter what school or what level, it's the day-to-day grind that's going to allow you to be the best you can be. And so within the coaching staff, grinding together at offensive scheme, defensive scheme, and relaying that to your players, and watching them go through it, and understanding that, hey, you don't play next week. It's early, middle of July right now. We got time. So the process of August and two-a-days and game week, that's the exciting part.
Obviously, going to Ohio State and playing a road game there is a very difficult situation, and this year you'll go back to your alma mater as we travel up there to play the Buckeyes this year. What can you share with the players a little bit about preparing them to go and play in Columbus?
Oh, at the end of the day, every stadium and every away game has its own challenges, and the key elements to any road game is having the right mindset and focusing on the right things. And at the end of the day, it's focusing on your job, whether you're a coach, whether you're a player, whether you're an offensive lineman, and doing your job every single play. And so if you take all the external things that go around the stadium, the fans, the TV, and all those kind of things out of the role, and you focus on your job and your assignments every play, you have a chance to do some things.
Looking at the unit that you're going to be coaching here at UAB this year, lost a lot of seniors last year, had a lot of guys graduate, got a couple guys. One guy got drafted in the NFL, Matt McCanson. Another one, Terrence Edge, is still in camp with the Carolina Panthers. So losing that quality of player, what kind of challenge is it looking at the guys you have now? How do you see them materializing this year?
Well, it's obviously going to be a youthful group, And you know, we do have a couple seniors, Chris Hubbard being the staple, and along with Cody Payne, who has a senior title but not the experience. So those two guys we're going to rely on a lot as far as maturity goes. And then the other guys have done a great job at you know, stepping up this spring, embracing the challenges of the pressure of being the guys. And so you know, you throw the young guys in the mix here in a few weeks, and we'll see if we can shake them up and come up with you know, 5 guys come the first game.
For you, I talked to Coach Helton earlier, and he went from coaching quarterbacks to running backs this year. He said it kind of freshened him up, changing positions. You coach tight ends at Ohio State, going to offensive line. Do you feel the same, or is it a little bit of a hitch to readjust coaching a different position?
Well, to be honest with you, you know, people always you know, tag me as a tight end coach, but in reality, they always, you know, behind the scenes said, you know, you're never going to throw to them, which at Ohio State we really didn't throw that much to them. But I was always heavily involved with the offensive line with Coach Bowman, and have been an offensive line coach for a number of years before that. So to me, it's probably not as big of a transition. But the exciting part is that having your whole group and whole offensive line, again, it's been a while, and I'm very excited to have that opportunity.
Well, Coach, also looking, one last thing I wanted to mention about your high school career. You also broke a 28-year-old shot put record while you were at high school. Have you ever, just to get the players' attention, do you throw that around a little bit, that you could grab a Gatorade cooler and probably catch them trying to get away from you if you had to?
Well, you've been digging a little deep there, but you know, that was a tie-in with my wife, that was my wife's uncle, actually, Jerry Harkrader, who was a great collegiate player, or excuse me, Jerry Lucas. Who's a great basketball player. He's not my wife's uncle, another Jerry, but you know, that's one of those things where people say, hey, you know, you broke Jerry Lucas's record. Was it the most fouls, or, you know, time on the bench or something? But I was fortunate to come from a great high school up in Ohio, and had some great athletes come from that high school, and they're still producing some pretty good players today.
Well, Coach, we're glad to have you here at UAB and all your expertise, and looking forward to seeing you on the sidelines this year.
It's great to be here, guys, and appreciate all your coverage.